So on creation, I just put some better lipstick on and watch this. The Antonio Guterres UN is like, at this point, I would like to inform you that your package will be delivered by a logistics service. I will send you the tracking details. Shortly, so you can monitor the current status of your package. It is important that you review this information to have unnecessary details. Hey, sir. I repeat, I don't know how to receive a package that I don't really know what is in there. So, I thank you very much for your concern. I would, in any normal day, block you, but then it'll cause even more drama for me. So, and if I unblock your buddy, he keeps calling, as if I'm some prostitute looking to get fucking humped to pay him money. He's like, you gotta work harder. Maybe the United States of America put you in that position where you're supposed to play my daddy. Like, hey bitch, go fuck someone to make money, or because there's no way I'm gonna give any extraterrestrial UFO sessions now. The levels of consciousness are derisory around here. So, I couldn't even go to their face and even say it at this level. They'll start to laugh with their mommy Hardoba and Carol and try to set me up on pulling down, trying to get me to suck their dick. I'm telling you, sir. So, I thank you. I thank you extremely very much, and I don't see, though, how you're not a consulate. You're not a diplomat. I don't see what the United Nations have anything to do with that. I was, partners with Miguel Lambo up in Chesai. He's a retard. And now Russell Pearson's trying to pretend that I'm the retard. Okay, so that's the point, everyone. The Russell Pearson guy came to me one day, and he started to call me at the Oaks and say that he hates Trump and that whatever he started to say, and then he said that he loves me. He started to call me mother, because they have a program, these kids, since I was a child. It's like, like when you see your grandmother and it hasn't seen you in like 50 years, and you start to cry for each other, like, emo type. To them, they're like, they remember me as someone, and I'm supposed to fit that mold. If not, they will take the most extreme of measures available. So what the Russell Pearson did was he started to romance me, talk to me like pretty often, and then for a few days, and then he presented himself as father of all creation from Shasta and whatnot. Then he came to soi-disant meet me at VIM. I had written out of Walmart that day, and I had a little bit of wine, so I was sitting in his car, and I don't really know what he expected me to do. I think he expected me to suck his dick. But I'm a lover, giver, being of the highest light. Like, I don't have a mental program like, I'm me Thompson, I am retard. No. It was like, I ran to him, I jumped on him, he fell on the front of his car, I fucking started to kiss him passionately, I was sitting up on top of him. I'm a lover, I'm not like a nigger, like, suck a dick. It's like, what the fuck? I was like Uriel, the like fucking love of my life, the hero of the day. Then we go in his car, he starts to look at me. I'm like, that's not shared passion. There's nothing there. The guy's a goddamn weirdo and he looks like a retard. Whatever the guy that they show in Shasta is his twin brother, and they're not the same person. So I started to think to myself, I didn't know he had a twin. I started to think, oh, well, maybe he's on drugs and he became a retard. So then I'm like, okay, well, what are you going to do about that? Hey, heck to it. I opened my bottle of wine and started to drink wine right away. He exited his vehicle, walked to my door, opened the vehicle. He said, hey, just come out for one moment. Because he started to give me conditions. He's like, okay, now we're going to go to Missouri and you're going to leave your bike here. And whatever you take, that's it. And then you're going to drop your number. You're going to pretend you was never here. And I'm like, that's not father energy. That's Negro. That's fucking bullshit. It's a retarded dark alien agenda. I'm like, heck to the no. I'm not going to go with some cabal pretending he's father because somebody sucked his wiener and told him so. It's like, no. Because since they're children, they still believe that they are who they were then by actual precision in status and practice and service. Now they're in service to fucking losers on the sidelines, and they're still playing, and they convince themselves that no. So it was a total sham, and that's what Aaron now wants to hold me accountable for with VIM, to try to pretend that I was in Shasta, the DMAT, I'm insane, and I'm a hacker now that hacks the profiles of who already hacked me. That's their agenda, forward6666, with Aurora Morningstar 6666 at gmail.com. Then tell me that I was Ulus for Aurora 666 at gmail.com, but that was Adon and Amir Nasrallah, or Adon and Muhammad Nasrallah. So that's their whole agenda. They want to switch tables on me, and that's their dream come true. That's what they mean when they say dreams that you do come true. That's their dream come true, to arrive to that moment where they finally use everything I've ever done against me, and then all be the villains they are, because in their representation of how they do the porn and whatnot, they'll come like a villain, like I'm the fucking villain. They'll come with an MO, everybody knows that Muhammad is the villain that does that with that snake and that spider, and the fans go yeah, and then they have a poor fucking cop going wow, with something that you can't even hear their voice, they're screaming. And they're blindfolded and stuff like that. And everybody, in creation, goes, yeah. They start to laugh when the spider bites him and the guy fucking passes out. And then they're like, whoa, when he wakes up in a dream come true with a fucking bunch of fucking terrorists who just fucking abuse him with the spider sucking his dick. And he's like, oh, so in love. And everybody goes, oh. They start to cry, they start to hug each other, all these douchebag Arabs, Because since they're children, they've all been programmed in the community that's the role they're here to play. They're supposed to, as a little girl, support when their mommy has to bring the spider out. She's like, oh, come little girl. They'll take the spider out together, put it in the first leg. And then they'll go they'll manipulate the guy until they bite him. And everybody goes, eh! This is the most retarded order of ever conceivable beingness. It is a shame upon itself. So kindly back off with your Deuce agenda and take a plunge. Why don't you?